Hello everyone, I'm Jeff Standley with Standley and Crafted, and today we're going to go over a topic that comes up a lot, and that is, where do you start selling when you first create your candle business? And to kind of answer that question, we're also going to go through and create our own Etsy shop. But of course, before we jump into that, my name is Jeff Standley and I make videos about how to make candles and how to create a business around candles. I also make and sell my own candles, which you can see on StanleyHandcrafted.com, along with a lot of other products that I have to go along with the videos, as far as like ebooks, and of course things like the small picture stickers, which actually just came out this last week, and I wanted to show everyone these. I made a video on the large ones a couple months ago, and I just got the new small ones in. And if you're unfamiliar with these are stickers that go inside of the melting pitcher, so that when you're pouring wax from a Presto pot, you can line it up with the markers that are inside the pitcher. And aside from a couple messed up stickers from the last time because of the manufacturing process, these are wax proof, heat proof, chemical proof. They withstand temperatures up to 600 degrees, so that you can put these inside your pitcher, fill it 1,000 times, and it's never gonna go away. And of course, if you'd like to see those, I have a link to those in the video description down below, as well as on my website, StanleyHandcrafted.com. But let's go ahead and jump over to the video. And to answer today's question, there are of course several different ways to answer this, but the way we're gonna answer it today is Etsy. So when a lot of people get started with their candle business, they wanna know, where can I start selling? What's the best place to start selling? For anybody just jumping into the business, I always say start with a place that's free. Start with a place that's gonna be the least amount of money, something that you can just jump into it, kind of learn what you're doing, and then branch off from there. Now, I have made videos talking about this one. I've said Etsy in the beginning, and then of course I always say your own website is definitely a great way to go as well. But a lot of people, when they're just starting out, they don't want to spend a bunch of money on a website, especially if they don't know if they're going to get sales. That's where Etsy comes in, and it is a great option for people who are just starting out. One of the best things about Etsy is obviously there are no fees when starting up. Your fees come out when you actually sell a product, which is great. So there really are no upfront costs. You just have to go to the website, create a storefront, list your products, set up shipping and everything like that, and basically just start selling and promoting your products. And that's exactly what we're gonna do today. I've got the laptop out. We're gonna go through, I'm gonna show you exactly how to create an Etsy account, create a storefront, and then start adding your products, taxes, shipping, everything like that, so that you can be up and going and selling your products. Now, I will say it's been a while since I've been on Etsy, so this is gonna be a learning experience for both of us, and I kind of wanted it like that because when I first started out selling candles, Etsy was one of the first places that I went to. I created a storefront, went on there, and shortly after that, I shut my Etsy store down and I created my own website. So I haven't been on Etsy for quite some time, but we're gonna go ahead and jump into this one. It's a pretty easy process, and I have done it before. It's been a while, so we're just gonna go ahead, jump in here, and I'm gonna try to highlight how easy it is and how quickly you can get set up. I get this question quite a bit, along with how to set up a Shopify account, and that's gonna be one of the next videos coming out very shortly. Since I do use Shopify now, and I've used it for a couple years, I will go through and do a full video on Shopify and how to set that one up as well. But today we're gonna be doing Etsy. So we're gonna go ahead and jump over to the laptop. I'm gonna throw up a screen recording so that you can see exactly what I'm doing, and we're just gonna go through, create the shop, set up the store name, add some products, and basically get it to the point where we can start selling. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna come over to Etsy.com, and we're gonna go up to sign in, where you can sign in or register. So we're gonna come over here, you're gonna click on sign in. We're gonna come over, now you can register or sign in. Now this is an account that I did go through and set up, but to register, all you would need to do is hit register right there. Type in your email address, your first name, your password, and then hit register, and you're set up. But we're gonna go through, I'm gonna go ahead and set this one up. We're gonna sign in. And then once inside here, we're gonna come up to Shop Manager, and we're gonna get the option to name our shop. Now this one, obviously you can name it whatever you want. You're probably gonna wanna name it as close as you can to your business. And you're gonna wanna go through and make sure that your store name is available. So we're gonna go through here. And I've already set up a Standley Handcrafted channel, so I'm just gonna rename a random shop here. So I've already set up a Standley Handcrafted shop, and I've already set up a Standley Handcrafted shop, so I'm just gonna go ahead and type in a random candle shop. We'll see if it's available. It is available. So we're gonna go down and we're gonna hit save and continue. And from right in here, it's gonna ask you immediately if you wanna stock your shop. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna do add listing. Go ahead and add a photo, and I do have one saved here. We're gonna add, and you can add as many photos as you can see right here, different angles. It's a good idea to add some of those in there. You can adjust the thumbnail if you want to. So you can move those around, and we're going to highlight the Standley just a little bit better. Hit save. And then if you want to, you can add videos. For candles, this would be a great one. You could show somebody lighting the candle if you wanted to. Listing details, we're going to say 12-ounce matte black. Ounce matte black candle. And then from here you can go through, and it's going to ask you this on every single one of your listings, since this is kind of a handcrafted, handmade website. Who made it? I did. What is it? A finished product. When did you make it? 2020 to 2021. So we're just going to go ahead and put recently. And then inside category, we're going to type in candles. And you've got a few different ones you can choose from here. So inside here, you've got candles in container candles. In the subsections are home living, home decor, candles holders, candles, container candles. And then you do have some other ones as well. So you've got home living, home decor, candles and holders and candles, pillar candles, tea lights, candlestick holders. We're gonna come up to the very top one, container candles. And your primary color, so since this one is a matte black candle, and then we're gonna do black and white on this one just to match the candle. So for the wax type, they do give you some options. I use a parasoy blend. They don't actually have that one, so we're just gonna go ahead and go with paraffin. Since it has paraffin in it. And it's gonna give you some options on adding accurate rooms will be helpful for buyers to find your items. If a specific room applies to your item, add it here. If not, feel free to skip. So we're gonna go ahead and do bedroom, living room, and you can select up to 5. So we're gonna do bathroom, kitchen dining, and then we're gonna go ahead and add entryway. Just kind of hit all areas of the house. So height, I think that's right around 4 inches. Width is right around 3 inches, probably 3.5 inches actually. So we'll do 3.5. Volume, it's a little under 12 ounces. So we're gonna go ahead and we'll do a 12-ounce candle. And obviously on your listing, you probably wanna put net weight of something like that. Or you could put net weight here also. You can go through choose occasions. So we probably won't put anything in here unless you're doing something that, if you're doing baby shower candles, if you're doing housewarming, you could probably do something like that. Engagement. Choose a holiday. So if you're doing stuff for a specific holiday, Valentine's Day just passed, you could have put Valentine's Day candles in there. And then renewal options, this one is gonna be, each renewal lasts for 4 months or until the listings sell. So with this one, you can do either one on this one. If your candles are selling, you're probably gonna just list it as manual so that you can put them on there whenever you want to, so that they just don't automatically throw candles on your website when you don't have them in stock. But if it is something that you want listed all the time, you can put it on automatic. That way, if it doesn't sell within 4 months, it just automatically lists again. But we're gonna go ahead and put manual on candles. Type, it's a physical product, not a digital product. And then for the description, you can go crazy with this one. So you're gonna wanna list your scents, you're gonna wanna list the net weight of the candle. See, and I like to put net weight. And I think these come out to right around 11 ounces. I'll have to measure that, or I'll have to weigh that and actually get the actual measurement inside that. And then for this one, and I'm gonna be very basic with this description just to show you guys what you can do. So this one is just a fall spice scent and a parasoy blend, a parasoy wax blend. And then we might want to put burn time 45 hours. You can add production partner. A production partner is anyone who's not part of your Etsy shop who helps you physically produce your items. So if you had somebody that you worked with, you would probably put them in here. And then of course you're gonna wanna come down to, now you can add sections if you wanted to. This is gonna be things like bracelets, Father's Day gifts, yarn. They have the description right there, so you can add extra things in there if you wanted to. We're gonna go ahead and come down to tags. We're gonna add a few and we're gonna go ahead and tag everything candle related so that when somebody searches for any of these, we do have the chance of our candles popping up in their search. And we want to spell that stuff correctly. So for the ingredients or materials, you probably want to come down here. We're going to do wood wicks, paraffin soy blend, wax, fragrance oils, and then we're going to come down to price. We're going to list this one at $35. Quantity, we're just going to list the one right now. A SKU is optional if you do have your GS1 certification or your UPC codes. You can put the SKU number in here. And then of course, if you have variations of this one. So with this candle, we're going to choose scent because I do offer a few different scents in the same exact candle. And you don't have to add this one. If you wanted to have just one listing and a bunch of scents that they can choose from, you can do it this way, or you can list all these candles individually. For this one, I'm just going to show you exactly how to do this one. So the nice thing about this one is you can do quantities vary for each scent, and this is one of those areas on a normal website with Squarespace or Shopify that's a little trickier to do. So with this one, the quantities vary by each scent. So if you had 14 different scents listed in this one, but you only had 2 in one or 10 in another or 5 or 6 in another, you can put different inventory levels on every single one of those scents. That way, which is one of the issues I ran into when I was making a Squarespace website, is some of the options you had to list 4 different candles and you had to put the exact same inventory number on all 4 of those, even if you had different inventory amounts. So if you had 2 of one, 3 of another, 6 of another, it didn't give you the option to put those inventory numbers in there. So this is definitely a very nice option to do this. I'm just going to go ahead and list a couple different scents here. And then we're going to hit save. And then once you get down with this one, you can edit the inventory amount. So we're going to put 4 on the sandalwood and we're going to put 2 on the lavender. And then of course, this is an area that a lot of people get stuck on, and this is shipping. So for this one, we're gonna calculate them for me. This is probably the easiest way to do it. If you don't know, or if you're gonna offer free shipping, you can switch this one over to I'll enter fixed prices manually. So we're gonna go ahead and leave this one as calculate them for me. That means Etsy is gonna go ahead and calculate the shipping prices based on the address that they put in. So we're gonna go ahead and add that one. Add your zip code down here so they know where it's shipping from. Processing time. Now with this one, this is, if you're doing made to order products, you might give these 3 to 5 days, but most of the time you're gonna wanna put 1 to 2 or 1 to 3 business days. And this is how quickly you're gonna ship it out after somebody purchases. And this one, you can do United States, world. This is where I'll ship. We're gonna go ahead and do just the US right now. We'll have to test out some of the other countries later just to see what shipping prices are. But you can see when you don't ship worldwide, you definitely limit your choices. So we're gonna go ahead choose North America, and you want to hit that drop down menu so that you can just choose the United States. So we're going to go ahead and leave that one. We're going to drop down to shipping services, and in here is where you'll be able to choose how you want to ship that. So standard, international, US priority. So you put a bunch of these in here and it'll give people a few more options. So if you're doing priority mail express or priority mail, some people like to choose different ones. Overnight shipping or anything like that, you can add all of that here. And like I was saying above, if you wanted to do free shipping, and usually with my candles, especially the higher priced ones, I do offer free shipping on those. So this is where you would check that if you wanted to do that. Handling fees, if you had a handling fee, you would put it in this section here. And then down here, this is where the shipping is going to be very important. You want to pay attention to this one because this will make a big difference as far as how much they're going to get charged. So the item weight on that one is right around like 14 or 15. We're going to put 15, oops, not 15 ounces. We're going to put 15 ounces on that one, 0 pound, because anything under 16 ounces is a much different shipping amount than if you have it over 16 ounces. And it's usually the difference of $4 or $5. So with this one, those candles I usually ship out in a 6 by 6 by 6 box. So we're gonna type in the dimensions of this one. And you can see right here, the shipping price for this candle is gonna come out to $5.81. That's not too bad. That's usually right around what it normally is. And you can choose different areas. So if you're gonna ship this to Los Angeles, it's $5.42. If you're gonna go clear across the United States to New York, it's gonna be $5.98. So not a big difference there, but you wanna definitely pay attention to that one. And then we're gonna come down to save and continue. And we're gonna go ahead and just leave this one right now. If you wanted to add more products, you would go through add listing, do exactly what we just did, hit save and continue. And then for this one, this is how you'll get paid. So for this one, if you're an incorporated business, individual or sole proprietorship, which is what I am, we're gonna go ahead and choose that one. And then you're gonna wanna go through and choose, you're gonna wanna choose your country. Obviously, I'm gonna be in the United States. And then for this one, you're gonna wanna fill out everything, first name, last name, date of birth. I'm gonna go ahead and zip past this one. There's nothing else to fill out in this one. I'm just gonna go ahead and fill this and then go to the next screen. And then of course, once you get past the address, your date of birth, and everything like that, you're gonna come down here and it's gonna ask you, where should we deposit your funds? Now, obviously this one is just gonna go directly to your banking account or your business account, whichever one you have. So you're gonna wanna go through, fill this one out. And you should be able to get this information obviously from your bank. If you do any online banking, they have this information right on the website. And then once you get done setting up how you'll get paid, it's gonna send you a confirmation email. So we're gonna go ahead and send that. And then once you're done with that one and you confirm your email, it's gonna bring you back here and it's gonna wanna know how to set up billing. And this is basically when you sell candles, they'll automatically take out the fees associated with selling that product. So you're gonna wanna go ahead and fill this one out, fill in your card number. And then of course, once you fill that out, you're gonna go ahead, hit open shop, and you are set up. And then from there, I went ahead and signed in under the shop that I've already set up. So we're gonna come up here to Shop Manager, and once you get inside Shop Manager, and you can see I haven't used this account for a long time, although it still gets views. That's 10 in the last couple days. So not a ton, but the shop does get views. So this is something I should probably set back up and actually get some candles on here. And from inside here, you can go through and you can edit everything that we just did. So that if you wanted to add more listings, you would come over to the side, add listings, and up on the top right, you're gonna hit add listing, and it's gonna go through and do the exact same thing that we just did with the first candle. Inside here, you can also set up things if you wanted to mess around with more orders and shipping. We're not gonna do that right now. Any type of marketing, so if you wanted to market your candles on Etsy, you can set that up through here, which is another great way to do things. So if people are shopping for candles, we're gonna go ahead and go back to this one and I'll show you. So if you go to the Etsy marketplace and you type in candles, and hit enter. Most of the ones that pop up on the very first page are going to be ones that are extremely popular, they sell a lot, or they're paying to be on the first page. And this is exactly what you would do in that marketing tab, is come over here. I don't know what they charge for this one, but if you wanted to show up in some better results, that's where you can go through and do that. But that is pretty much it as far as setting up your Etsy shop. It's extremely easy, as you can just see. Now, of course, there are a lot more things that you can do with Etsy. You can go much further into the website and the style and everything like that, setting up your descriptions. A lot of that is going to be personal preference and how much you want to put on the website. And one of the nicest things about Etsy is it's a website that already has millions of people already on it browsing. So the chances of your candles popping up are going to be much better than if you were to start your website initially and then just run out and try to get everybody to come to your website. You do run the chance of having stumble on traffic, and that's people who just go to Etsy, they type in candles, and they start scrolling through the pages. Now, it's also important to point out that when you put your candles on here, you're probably not going to show up on the first page or even the first several pages, just because those first several pages are usually the ones that are searched for the most, or if they're typing in keywords like funny wedding candles. If you typed in a search term like funny wedding candles, it's going to narrow that down because the niche is going to be a lot smaller. But if you just type in candles, that first page, like I showed you, is going to be the most popular ones, the biggest sellers, and the people that are paying to be on the front page. But that's pretty much it with this one. If you've got any questions past what we just did on the video today, please let me know in the comments down below, and I'll try to do a follow-up video to this one. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and start listing some of my candles back on Etsy just so that I can get a little bit more familiar with it, since I have so many people that ask questions about it. It's definitely one of those things that it's a good website to be on, and it's one of those things, as far as me doing videos, I should be a little bit more educated on it so that I can answer questions when they come up. And in the next website video, like I said earlier, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to run through Shopify. So if you've got any questions on Shopify or something that you want to see before we do that video, again, please let me know in the comments down below, and I'll try to add that to the video when I make that one. But that is it for this video. If you want to follow me on any of the social media platforms that I've listed down below, go ahead and click the links in the video description down below and subscribe. And of course, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, and thank you for watching.